Hi, Retro Crew. Last night we watched the new Indiana Jones film, Dial Destiny, and today we're going to give you our spoiler-free thoughts on it.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian. We're the Retro Sons.
It was way better than I thought it was going to be. I like it better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Not as much as the first three, but...
Yeah. I don't know. I think I like Crystal Skull better than this one.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know what it was about it, but it just didn't have that Indiana Jones feel to me.
Really? It felt more like Indiana Jones than Crystal Skull did to me.
You think so? Maybe because I knew that Disney did it and that George Lucas and Steven Spielberg did this one. I don't know.
I don't know. It did feel...
Off?
No, it felt...
Oh.
They put a lot to, like, reminiscent of the previous... These three anyways, not that one so much.
Yeah, there was parts that felt like Temple of Doom. It seemed like they took mostly from that one, or at least I noticed mostly.
Well, there's a lot from Raiders too.
Yeah.
Like the whole, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but like the scenery and set pieces were a lot like this one, I thought.
Also,
and what I wanted to say last night, but I wanted to wait for the review, I think this is a good Indiana Jones movie, but it would have been a better Uncharted movie.
Yeah, I think...
It felt like an Uncharted movie to me through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think if the Uncharted movie, they made like that movie, not that movie, but the Dial of the Destiny.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a way better Uncharted movie.
Yeah, I could see that, because I kind of felt like it was more modernized, because these three were shot like with practical effects and everything, and that one seemed more CGI, and I understand because Harrison Ford's however old he is.
Yeah.
42 to now. You do the math for me.
Well, when did the first one come out?
Well, I meant from when he was born, 1942.
Oh, 1942, so it'd be 60...
81? Something like that.
81, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I understand that's why they did more CGI.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of CGI in Crystal Skull, too.
Yeah, that's true. Also off topic, but I like the idea of doing this costume, but it being the 1st of July, it's a bit hot for this.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he could have done that in the jungle all the time. But
yeah, or in the desert, or...
Yeah. I mean, and then he took off the coat and rolled up the sleeve. But...
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen what he had to go through for filming.
Yeah. The only real piece of Indiana Jones costume here is the jacket. The rest is just stuff I bought that looked sort of like it.
Yeah, you're not wearing it, no?
No, I'm wearing the newer one.
Yeah.
The placeholder until I can get an actual good quality.
Good quality indie hat.
Yeah.
And nobody can even see the lips that's down there, but he does have one.
Yep. And the gloves you mentioned, like Raiders. But back to the movie.
Yeah, back to the movie. Like I said, I thought it was better than Crystal Skull, but not as good as the first three.
Yeah. I think what I like is because I go into these for the action, and this one had action reminiscent of these. Again, it's because Harrison's so old that he probably couldn't partake in it as much.
Because Crystal Skull came out in 2008, and he was pretty old back in that one.
Yeah.
Like we said, he was in his 80s anyways, so there's a lot he couldn't do.
Yeah, I was wondering, I don't know if I should say, but I'll just ask you after. It's not really a spoiler or anything, but...
Yeah.
And it kept up with the theme of these, because these were like the 1930s action movies, and then this one they did like the 1950s when it's set, they did like an alien movie.
Yeah.
And this one was in the 60s, so it had kind of like a espionage movie feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing they do in the indie movies.
Yeah, and keep it relevant to the time period.
Yeah. I like the originals, like I keep saying.
Yeah.
They're the best, but
Yeah.
once you do a sequel like so far after
Yeah.
the originals, it's kind of hard to keep up with the feel and the original tone and all that stuff.
Right. And this is kind of a weird thing, but I like when Indiana Jones is on a horse, like in this one and that one. It's just something that I always like seeing. And they put him on a horse in this new one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same as like in his, what I like to call his adventure gear and
I liked
in the desert.
they showed him get to the horse and then they started showing him climb on.
Yeah.
They didn't actually show him climbing on, but then they like showed away and then back and he was on the horse.
Yeah.
Could he not climb on a horse, or I don't know.
I don't know. He hurt himself a lot, so maybe he's got some...
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. What else did I... Oh, the de-aging was done well. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of de-aging in movies, but they did it pretty good in this one.
Yeah, they still kind of kept his old man voice and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I think they had the technology to like, because they did it with James Earl Jones in Kenobi, I think. But it's just a small, not even a gripe. I'm just pointing it out. I didn't mind too much.
Yeah.
It was just good to see Harrison Ford put on the outfit again.
Yeah. I think I heard this is the last one he's doing. So.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of a good send-off for him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil the movie or how it ends or anything, but I thought it was pretty good what
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, they did it pretty well. I liked it.
It's hard to talk about a movie without spoiling anything. Like, there's so many parts I want to talk about, but I can't.
Yeah, when it comes out on DVD,
But,
maybe we'll do another.
Yeah,
Spoiler-filled.
filled review. But it did have a good, like, it felt like an Indiana Jones movie to me. That's the biggest thing I can say. Like, Crystal Skull didn't.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was a good Indiana Jones movie, but I think it would have been a great Uncharted movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think if you put Nathan Drake in the lead and took out some of the Indiana Jones parts,
Mm-hmm.
like no whip and everything, but
Of course, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it could have been a good Uncharted movie.
I think it would have been a great Uncharted movie
Oh,
if
yeah.
they did that as an original Uncharted movie instead of the one that we got with Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a new lead too. I don't think Tom Holland was a good, and Mark Wahlberg is Sully.
Mhm.
No, it was just a weird mix.
Mm. I like that John Williams did the music still for this one.
Yeah,
I
the
don't think he's
music was
doing
really good.
Star Wars music anymore. So if they make any more like main story Star Wars movies, it's not gonna have John Williams doing the music. And he's like in his 90s now, so I understand how he's gonna.
Yeah,
He'd wanna.
pick and choose.
Yeah. And what else?
Well, he knows that was probably the last Indiana Jones movie too, and he wanted to probably see it out.
Yeah, I
Star
think-
Wars, who knows how long that's going to go on for.
I think I saw some kind of thing where they were talking about it, and they just wanted to do like some of the music, and he just kept doing more music, making more music for the movie. Like he wouldn't stop, kind of thing. Not like he wouldn't stop, like they couldn't get rid of him, but.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to say about it, on the plus side, is it had a lot of good actors, good cast in it.
Yeah.
You had obviously Harrison Ford, John Rhys Davies came back as
Sala.
Sala.
Yeah, that was good.
Mads Mikkelsen or whatever his name is. He's always
Yeah.
good. He's been in
Yeah.
all the major franchises now. He's been in Indiana Jones, James Bond, Star
Star
Wars, and what was the other one?
He was in Marvel, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
One
in
of the Marvel movies?
the MCU.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah, he
doing
gets
pretty well
around.
for himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh,
He's a good actor too.
he is. Yeah, Antonio Banderas. is
Wasn't
in-
he in?
Oh, you're still on Mads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one more I think he was in Silence of the Lambs series. wasn't
Oh
he?
yeah, he's in one of the.
Which that's not a very big one, but
But
he was still in there.
mhm.
What were you gonna say?
Antonio Banderas was in Dial of Destiny.
Antonio Banderas was?
Yeah, he was the ship captain, the one-legged frogman, or the best frogman in Spain or whatever.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was him.
I kept like glancing over to see if you were recognizing him, but
No,
I kind of knew he was
apparently
gonna turn up.
I didn't,
Yeah.
so I didn't even notice him.
Oh, next watching you will.
Yeah.
And Phoebe Waller-Bridge was pretty good. She's been in Star Wars. And,
Was she the younger girl that was with Indy in it?
yeah.
I didn't know what her name was.
Oh, yeah, she voiced the droid in Solo, also L3. Whatever. I'm sure she's in other things too, but nothing we've really seen.
Yeah, but it was definitely better than I thought it was going to be, especially after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But I'm sure Harrison Ford didn't want to do another.
Mm-hmm. He'd probably pickier with the script.
Yeah, I know he's picky with that one,
Yeah,
but I think he wanted to have Indy have a good send-off,
yeah, he did.
and I think it was a good send-off.
Yeah, he's happy with this one, I'm sure. I think he said in interviews and stuff that he's. That reminded me of the interview where the guy asked him to promise there's no aliens, or
Yeah,
whatever he said.
yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
There's something else I was going to say. Oh, no need to stay for an after credit scene because there isn't one. We waited the entire time, like 10 minutes through credits,
Yeah,
just to see Lucasfilm's LTD
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
yeah, that's the thing these days. You never know if there's going to be an after credit scene on a movie or not, so you gotta wait.
Yeah,
That's how
it
they get
seems-
you.
Seems like if we wait to see if there's one, there never is. But if we leave early, we find out there is one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we waited for this one and no after credit scene.
Yeah. But overall, it was a good movie. It was enjoyable.
Yeah. Pretty action-packed for his age.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why it was that it didn't really have that feel for me. I guess in these ones it was more like he'd go and do his thing. He'd be out in the desert kind of by himself. He'd have his helpers and stuff. And then in these newer ones, he's always like in a crowd of people and they're like reacting to what he's doing. I mean, in that one, obviously he was in the marketplace, but
Yeah.
maybe it's just because I grew up with these ones, so they have a special place in my heart. And these ones just are newer and I'm not used to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No nostalgia
Right.
behind them.
There's just something about them that feels off. This one and the new one, but I think I did like this one better than.
That one is just so much that's not indie-like in it. I think they tried to get back to the original indie in the new one.
Yeah.
Which of course he's an old man and they bring that into the script and in the movies, which doesn't happen in these ones, but
Yeah.
they kind of, not in a bad way, but they kind of made a joke out of it in this movie, which I really liked.
Yeah, like the kid asking if he knew the Wright brothers.
Yeah. And like when they're, I was going to say a part, but I'm not going to say it, that would be a spoiler.
We'll talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
But I'm definitely gonna buy it when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to add it to my collection, which is all right here.
Yeah, and I'll probably go see it in theaters again. I got someone else wanted to see it with me, so I'll probably go again. So.
Twice for one movie? I think I've only done that once.
I did that with No Time to Die.
Did I too? I don't know. Maybe not. I know there's a couple movies. Once or twice I've been...
Yeah,
But that's off topic again.
it is.
So let us know what your favorite indie movie is. Let us know if you've seen the new one and how you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the future.
Talk more about the past.